Welcome to She's in Control with your host Sally. She's in Control is a podcast that brings to light inspiring stories of Arab women. Every Sunday, we invite you to join us as we delve into the life of an impactful Arab woman who has made significant contributions in fields such as sports, business, art, culture, or politics. We promise you a journey of discovery and inspiration where you'll encounter stories that challenge your perceptions, encourage your ambition, and fuel your dreams. Today, we have an incredible story to share. The story of Yusra Mardini, a name that has become synonymous with courage, determination, and hope. Yusra Mardini's journey begins in a war-torn Syria. Born in Damascus City, the capital of Syria, in 1998, she grew up with a deep love for swimming, often training in pools damaged by conflict. As a young girl, her dream was to represent her country in the Olympics. Little did she know, her past would be filled with trials beyond her imagination. In 2015, when conflict escalated in Syria, Yusra, although she was only 17, and her sister Sarah decided to flee the country in search of safety. From Turkey, as part of a larger group, they attempted to cross the sea to Greece in a rubber dinghy. When the boat's engine stopped, Yusra and Sarah, who is also a competitive swimmer, and two other people jumped into the water. They stabilized the boat and pulled in to shore while swimming for over 3 hours until the group reached the island of Lesbos in Greece. In this way, the two sisters, together with the other swimmers, saved the lives of 20 people. Eventually, Yusra and her sister Sarah reached Germany, where they sought political asylum. In Germany, Yusra resumed her passion for swimming, which she had cultivated in Syria as a competitive swimmer before the war. She joined the local swim club and began training intensively. Her exceptional talent caught the attention of coaches, more specifically a coach called Sven Spannegrubs, who became her trainer. She was soon identified as a potential Olympic-level swimmer. She was selected to compete as part of the Refugee Olympic team at the 2016 Rio Olympics. She competed in the 100-meter freestyle and the 100 meters butterfly at the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio. She won the 100-meter butterfly heat against 4 other swimmers with a time of 1 minute 9 seconds 21 milliseconds and a rank of 41 among 45 entrants. She became a symbol of hope and resilience for refugees worldwide. Her presence on the global stage highlighted the plight of refugees and demonstrated the power of sport to transcend boundaries and unite people. Yusra's journey from being a refugee facing life-threatening challenges to becoming an Olympic athlete is a testament to her strength, resilience, and unyielding spirit. Beyond her athletic achievements, she has used her platform to advocate for refugees and raise awareness about the challenges they face. She has become United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee Ambassador and has spoken at various international forums highlighting the refugee experience and the need for humanitarian assistance. In 2018, she published a book called Butterfly from Refugee to Olympian to share her story. This book is a powerful story of survival, inspiration, and hope with a resounding message: no one chooses to become a refugee. Rather, horrific circumstances force ordinary people to take measures to save themselves. This unforgettable biography shines a spotlight on the refugee experience and the role sports can play in giving a voice to those affected by conflict throughout the world. Her story inspired countless individuals around the world, reminding us of all the strength that can be found within adversity and the ability to overcome even the most daunting obstacles. At the end of 2022, Netflix released The Swimmers, a movie based on her biography. I watched the movie and it was really emotional. I highly recommend you to watch it if you want to learn more about Yusra's journey, the challenges she faced, her relationship with her sister, with her family, and with her father, who was at the same time her swimming coach. She's currently studying in the United States, and her commitment to refugees continues until this day. Indeed, this year, she created the Yusra Mardini Foundation, dedicated to advancing access to sports and education for refugee communities around the world, as well as supporting refugee athletes by providing them with the opportunities, the resources, and network to excel in sports and rebuild their lives. Yusra was named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine in 2023, alongside her sister Sarah. She's also present on social media, and more specifically on Instagram. For her role as an influencer in May 2021, she received an About You award in the sport category. I'm very grateful to be alive. When I started swimming, I never imagined that the sport would save my life, she said in her acceptance speech. She also probably wouldn't have imagined that she would one day pose for renowned brands like Burberry or Tommy Hilfiger. But she doesn't want to be commercialized at all costs. When a tea manufacturer, for example, wanted to print her face on its packets, she refused. I certainly drink tea, but seeing my face on a packet is still weird, she told the Bild newspaper. Now, she also works with swimwear brand Arena, where she has her own collection. Sharing with you the story of Yusra Mardini was really important for me, because today there are a lot of misconceptions about refugees, not limited to Western countries, but they can be found in various parts of the world. These misconceptions can lead to misunderstanding and even prejudice against refugees. So, the main misconceptions that I have been observed in Western countries are, first of all, that all refugees are economic migrants, which is not true. While some refugees may hope for better economic opportunities, they have been forced to leave their country in order to escape war, persecution, or natural disaster. Economic migrants and refugees have different legal statuses and reasons for migration. The second misconception is that refugees are a burden on the host country. They consume a significant portion of a host country's resources, including welfare, healthcare, and education, and that they contribute little in return. In reality, refugees can eventually become contributors to their host countries' economies through work, entrepreneurship, and cultural enrichment. The third misconception is that refugees do not assimilate. They resist integration into their host societies and maintain their cultural practices and values without adapting. In reality, many refugees make significant efforts to integrate into their new communities. They try to learn the local language and contribute positively to society. And the last misconception is that refugees are all the same. They share the same background, culture, and religion, which is not true. Refugees come from diverse backgrounds, including different countries, ethnicities, religions, and social classes. Treating them as a monolithic group can lead to misunderstandings. Actually, when I was a university student, I was able to make these observations by joining a charity organization called Ep1. Ep1's mission was to help refugees and new arrivals get back to work in line with their expectations, and at the same time enable companies to seize the opportunity presented by the arrival of this talent on the job market. And the idea was to release potential in order to promote the inclusion of all, and more specifically the inclusion of refugees whose potential is today invisible, undervalued, and unexploited. So I was delighted to be part of this program as a coach, and I supported many participants in writing their CVs, preparing for job interviews, and it's through this experience that I really discovered the potential of these people. They have a lot of talent, they have a lot of motivation to succeed and integrate. It was important for me to share my rapid point of view and the very positive experience I've had accompanying these high potential people on their journey. Thank you for joining us today on Choosing Control. If you found Yusra Mardini's journey as inspiring as we did, please share this episode with your friends and family. Leave a review and hit the subscribe button to ensure you're front and center for every riveting episode. You can follow the podcast Instagram page. It's called she.is.in.control. Looking forward to meeting you next Sunday to share with you my second inspiring story, which I hope you will like. See you next week.